Before we go to the fifth and final question, I want to unpack the answer from before about you mentoring young men. I feel like a lot of young men that I speak to, listen to, read comments from, hear from, you see a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
A lot of men these days feel a lot of pressure and a lot of stress, and some of them feel left behind, forgotten, confused as to their place in society based on so many other things. At the same time, you're coming at from the angle that they need to take responsibility. There needs to be discipline. There needs to be accountability. What would you say to any young men who are listening right now, watching right now, who feel a lot of pressure, who feel a lot of stress? How would you address that?
Well, first off, just the reality of the situation. Globally, no group has ascended faster than women in the last 30 years. More women are seeking tertiary education globally now than men. And when you look at some nations that don't like women seeking a tertiary education, that really says something. 3 women graduating from college for every 2 over the next 5 years. No group has fallen further faster in America than young men. 4 times as likely to kill themselves, Jay. You're in a morgue with 5 people who have died by suicide. 4 of them are men. 3 times more likely to be addicted, 12 times more likely to be incarcerated. We don't have a homeless problem. We have a male homeless problem. We don't have an incarceration problem. We have a male incarceration. We don't have an opioid epidemic. We have a male opioid epidemic. A lot of the jobs that they relied on without a college education have been outsourced. They're maturing later. There's a general sense that there's a lack of empathy for young men. If you had any special interest group killing themselves at 4 times the rate as the control group, you'd move in with programs. But because the advantage I received and my father received, there's a lack of empathy. So the first is to recognize, I think that it is tough out there for young men, and to forgive yourself. What I tell young men when I go back to the thing about the phone, start getting into fitness. 2, start making some money. And the third thing we didn't talk about, you have to get out of the house every day and be in the company of strangers building something bigger than yourself. I don't care if it's work. I don't care if it's church, a sports league, a nonprofit. You have to be in the company of strangers, because here's the risk and what's happening to young men. We have a new species developing of humans, specifically young men, who are sequestering from society. They're asocial. They're more prone to conspiracy theory. And they are essentially becoming totally isolated, almost like a new form of asexual Homo sapien. And you can see how it's happening, because the most talented, well-resourced people in the world.
Hey, it's Jay Shetty. Are you looking for an exciting life to start?
Are trying to convince young men that they don't need friends. They can go on Reddit or Discord. They don't need to put on a tie or go through the rejection of interviewing. They can trade stocks or crypto on Robinhood or on Coinbase. They don't need to get in shape, show humor, endure rejection, go out, have a plan, shower for God's sakes, approach strange women, be persistent, show manners, affection, follow up, because you got YouPorn. So we have a group of men who've been convinced they can have a reasonable facsimile of life on a screen in an algorithm. And we're producing millions of these men. How many women have you met? Or how many times have you heard, I know all these great women who are attractive, high character, professionally shit together, and they can't find men? No, they can. They just can't find any men they want to date. 1 in 3 men under the age of 30 has a girlfriend. 2 in 3 women has a boyfriend. Why? Because women are dating older because they want someone who's more economically and emotionally viable. So I really think this is a crisis. I think there's a variety of things we need to do around education reform that rewards more what I call boyish behavior and attributes. I think we need more freshman seats at universities. I'd like to see national service. I was just in Israel at the